Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is DB here with NFTalk. This is the first time we're doing this, so we're just experimenting. I'm here with my friend Joey Lanya, also known as Big Log. Say what's up to everyone, Big Log.
What's going on, guys?
And we are going to talk a little bit about some NFT stuff that Joey's been experimenting with. I am very new to the space. Joey is a little less new, and he participated in a drop. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope the people don't beat me up for getting that wrong. But a drop with this platform, SuperFarm, that he was just telling me about. And I figured, Joe, why don't we get on a call and just talk about it? And tell the people what happened because you had some luck, didn't you, Joe? Why don't you tell us all about it?
I did. Yeah, so it's a really interesting platform, with the rise of NFTs, and I don't know if anyone's used OpenSea before. It works all right, but it's kind of ripe to be replaced. And what Superfarm's doing is actually building an NFT ecosystem for buying, selling,
Eh,
trading. They're doing a lot of different things. And they had their first official sale today for their platform.
So, do people think what's the consensus about which of these platforms is going to be the biggest? Is there a clear cut winner? Does Superfarm seem like it's going to be big, and what makes you think that?
It's hard to say at this point. You've got platforms like Rarible and OpenSea, which seem to be on the same level with auctions and buying. They kind of lack the ability to do trades at this point. A lot of them kind of are minimum viable product, if you will. But what Superfarm is looking to do, they've got a really intriguing roadmap. They're looking at doing, NFT farming.
Farming, it looks like, is actually something maybe even that Superfarm might be doing new, hence the name, which would make sense. Which looks like if you want to create essentially a pool that other people can stake their NFTs in, they can join yours. So I would almost nest staking within farming. Does that sound about right to you, Joe?
Yeah, they're similar, and I think they'll play off each other.
Yeah, perfect.
So it's going to be interesting to watch. And then as you look into the beta and the actual release phases, they're going to be doing NFT indexes. They'll also be doing rentals of NFTs, loans of take being able to take out a loan from the value of your NFT.
And
Um,
And all of this seems super interesting in terms of the potential of what NFTs can do as a platform. Tell us a little bit about the drop that you participated in today.
yeah, so they actually so they dropped some of their what's called their Genesis drop. I'm trying to find their Medium article on this. I'll just show you their one from. Oh, this is it. So as you can see, they make these various NFTs, and basically they have different benefits to them. So as you can see, the utility of the first utility is basically you get uh, priority access to the NFT sales. So they're giving you a percent chance based off the NFT. So the legendary is 90%, epic is 50, rare 30, and that's access to the sale before the general public.
So
Um,
the assumption is, it's like express lane access in the same way that top shots are super hard to grab because of the queues. Having the people who already have these and these different levels of NFTs will sort of be given priority access for buying future ones.
yep, exactly, and it's exactly like you said. The problem you have today with Ethereum gas fees, you end up paying an arm and a leg, and then you also you up the fees to get in front of everyone, or at least I did, so you can get one of these things, and you end up paying out the nose for it. But I think it will be worth it down the road.
And what you're saying is, in order to be quicker on the purchase transaction, um, the gas fees are a limiting factor.
Yeah, so if you want your transaction to be processed before others,
Yeah,
because there's only 5 available of the one I tried to buy,
yeah.
you basically can pay more to get ahead of them.
Can you show
Uh,
us what you actually bought?
yeah, I can. Let's go over to their website. There it is. So this is their actual website. I was able to actually snag one of the legendaries.
Very
Um,
cool.
the art is actually really impressive, and I'll just let you know I was lucky enough to get in early on this project. He released one NFT before this. I was able to pick it up for point 0.5 Ethereum. Actually, yesterday I sold it for 5.5 Ethereum, and I was able to roll it into this. I did try to get into the Polka Starter on on Polka Starter. They Super was originally sold for 0.25 cents or so, or
Okay.
2.5
And
cents.
and Super is the coin that they're using for the platform. What's Super at right now?
Yeah, good question. It got up to like $4.75 earlier
Crazy.
today. It settled, yeah, so it settled back down around 3.59. After the sale, I hope a lot of people didn't get burned, because they transfer into Super to try and
Can you
buy.
zoom out? This is just today. Can you zoom out?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what does this tell you that this coin is increasing in value? It sounds like the hype is real,
Well,
or at least there is real hype.
Well, the thing that differentiates this coin and the NFTs that Elio has made from a lot of the others is they actually have utility. So, for example, to buy any of the NFTs, you have to use Super. Hence the price appreciation. He's also is a
And
YouTuber, um, so he has had quite a bit of hype around this project.
and and
Um,
and in comparison to OpenSea, which I believe you trade mostly in Ethereum, this is also another difference with this marketplace. Is that correct?
That's correct. OpenSea's Ethereum or wrapped Ethereum. You can also use USDC or a stable coin.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, SuperFarm is traded in Super. Um,
Very cool. And so you were also telling me on the phone earlier that what's really cool about this, other than just what the network provides that you showed on that roadmap, is that like the one that you bought today, from what I can imagine, is valuable because it's an early uh, NF, it's an early NFT. It's one of the first ones they're doing, so there's some hype on just sort of it's the first set. But obviously, like a trading card, what people will also want to be buying is intellectual property that they think will be valuable. Can you speak a little bit to that?
yeah, so this is the card that I was able to get, and what Danny's talking about is the priority right list access. So every sale they do, there's a 90% chance that I'll be kind of one of the first people in the door,
Oh
along
yeah,
with.
so that's another reason it's valuable is that these NFTs it's compounding. They let you access other sales, right?
Correct. And like you were saying, in these other sales, the intellectual property and a lot of the NFTs that they'll bring in from the gaming universe and maybe even film or movies or um, they'll have some staying power, and it should be interesting. They all bring a fan set of their own, right?
Yeah,
Um,
for sure. And yeah, so what are you looking forward to as the project develops? We saw that there's another drop tomorrow. Are you gonna thinking about participating in that? What do you where do you see this going?
Yeah, so I actually am thinking about participating in the next drop. If you're able to get one of each of these, you'll get another NFT on top of that they will give you.
Okay.
Um, so I'm interested in seeing what that is. But also, I have some other businesses that let's say if you're not able to get in with one, while the other might be able to get in. So being able to have multiple chances to get in, and I know I have some people that would be interested in being able to have access to those. So you can almost look at it as like a business, being able to we're kicking around the idea of priority access to these sales, and being able to open it up to other people and profit together off these things. So it's interesting, the business models that are kind of the possibilities that come from these things.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, and we're pretty early still, even though the hype has been real. You saw NFTs talked about on Saturday Night Live, and I guess where I'm thinking is where like you're essentially making bets on who's going to be the Google or the Yahoo or the eBay 5 to 10 years from now. And SuperFarm looks pretty legit. It has the right people involved. Um, what what are you looking towards for the end of the year to where this whole space is going to be? Um, uh, Besides what Superfarm is doing. Do you think that the hype is going to die down around NFTs? Do you think that we're going to see even more people trying to leverage it? What's your thoughts?
What I think we're going to find is we're going to find that a lot of NFTs are going to hold more value than we thought. A lot of them won't. And there'll be a reason for that. Some of it will be sentimental, like you're saying, these are the first that were ever created. I think it's kind of crazy that Jack Dorsey's tweet it sold for what it
Yeah,
did.
what the
Uh,
fuck, right? Yeah.
but it did, and you can't really change that.
No,
Um,
it did happen. Yeah.
so will that hold value? What does that really give you in the long run? I don't know. It's a bragging right, I guess, to say you have it. But what we'll find going forward is people are creating ecosystems that these things will have value in, whether it's a game or a platform like Superfarm. These things will have value,
Yeah.
and as long as the platform does well, right?
Yeah.
So that is the bet that I'm
Yeah.
making.
And so I guess what you'd say the interesting thing here is if the you don't know necessarily which NFTs are going to be still valuable, but it's looking at the platforms that are going to host them maybe gives you a few more bullets in the chamber in
Yeah,
terms of what
yeah,
you're investing in.
and not
Uh,
even the platforms that host them, also the platforms you can actually use them in, and get whether it's using it in a game or letting someone else use it and renting it out from you and gaining payment from them.
very
So it's
very very
possibilities.
cool.
Yeah,
Well, it's still evolving. Congrats on getting your hands on one of those. I hope it's worth more than what you paid for it. Even in a month from now, I'm confident that
me
that
too.
will be true. But yeah, that'll do it for us today, folks. A quick video, just trying to get our thoughts on the whiteboard about what's going on. Hope you enjoyed it. Stick around. Maybe we'll do this again.
Thanks,
Signing
guys.
off. Bye.